And so a new video started. So I'm going to keep talking because my anxiety is really high right now. And so I don't even remember everything, you know. So I mean, it's getting darker and starting to be less people. It seems like they only pick on homeless people here, like as if look like he's filming me. He got his phone in his hand, looked like he had his phone aimed at me. And so my stomach is hurting. I'm stuffed just by beignets and a smoothie. But earlier, after I thought I had to check in or whatever, you know, but I'm thankful. It's sad to have wasted so much of my tax refund money of certain things. I called myself trying to be a prepper and stock up. And I, had a lot of paper towels and toilet paper, soap. I bought a few little bit new clothes, new underclothes, new towels, washcloths. I had to leave all that at her house. All that. Even my swimsuit, I had to just leave and certain my comfortable clothes and another pair of shoes. I had to just leave everything. Leave those few little dishes I had. Just leave everything. And because people were telling me that it sounds like she was trying to set me up in a dangerous situation. And so stuff just wasn't adding up with her bragging about all the good things in life and then trying to keep saying, I just got lucky. God is not going to be blessing you with no $100,000 a year job and just that quick and stuff like that. You sold out. And then you throwing up them hand signs. But but it seemed like she thought I was a fool. And so earlier, I was trying to say in the previous video before it cut off that she was trying to tell me about, other people can help me. Fine, I blocked you. I blocked all contact with her. She tried to follow me on LinkedIn. I don't even use LinkedIn that much. She tried to follow me on there, and it seemed like as if she wanted to keep tabs on me or keep me trapped. Like if I go walk outside somewhere, she wants to know where I'm going. Or if I said I wanted to, look at this fool. But then it's unfair that YouTube will probably talk about some copyright claim on my video. Excuse me. Ooh. But so that's why I always rejected those offers to come live with this person, live with that person, because they don't even be targeted. And remember, Lisa T.I. and also Cliff Few is missing because he went to go stay by somebody. I'm letting y'all know I'm safe and okay. I had to leave a lot of stuff behind, but I'm safe and okay. I'm okay. I'm safe. So she tried to throw in my face about I'm not gonna be able to be donating you $365 every week because I have a baby on the way or whatever. Oh, you just switched your narrative now because I said I don't even want to, because she knew what she was doing. But it's like I felt like I knew. It's like she was throwing up the hand signs, and then she tried to say, "Well, do you know Young Steel? Oh, he was throwing up Masonic hand signs," and I'm thinking like, "Bitch, you do it too." So how you going to talk about other people doing and you doing the same thing? One of these perps is wearing a red hat, black and red hat, and they're walking near me. But I miss my hometown and wish I could stay here longer. But at the same time, I didn't want to leave Pensacola. Torn between two worlds. But, wow, I'm surprised that 3-hour ride was kind of hectic. And I'm not going to feel like that 6-hour bus ride. So, look at these bastards. So I had to leave, as I said. So she wants to talk about, oh, I'm not going to be, well, you never donated the whole 365 anyway, but all of a sudden you're rich enough to afford to be able to help me now. And that's why I said, I don't know, maybe y'all can give me a different opinion. I don't know if she was trying to be my handler or trying to groom me. And I don't know if she was trying to groom me if she was trying to get me to entice me to sell out, or if she was trying to groom me to be sacrificed. Because she was talking about to go to, Massachusetts for a little while. And, I heard about how celebrity sacrifices happen. They leave the target by themselves somewhere, and but I don't know. It's, wow, the moment I talk about sacrifice and stuff, look like they got some, I don't know if that's police car on the bridge or what. I'm feeling like, well, I already got the bus ticket. The bus don't leave till tomorrow morning. I don't get there till tomorrow afternoon. And I can't walk around with all this. I have to put some of my stuff in the storage unit. And dang, that's why I can never settle anywhere. Nothing ever lasts long. 'Cause I felt like I tried to be considerate and courteous. Like, it's like, I guess, but I was so exhausted and just needed some doggone rest and a haven and stuff like that. And so when I said I wanted to leave, and so then she said, well, can we wait until the 18th? When I get paid or whatever, and then we can have some gas, I can have some gas money. I'm sitting there thinking, hell no, I ain't waiting that long. I'm getting the hell out of here now. And then I don't want people to, get mad at me for saying, oh, well, you complaining too much about her. So I just left. If they felt like they didn't want to hear it, me complaining all day about her. So it's like she knew what she was doing, and I'm not stupid. And then she tried to, with a deceitful looking smile on her face, I'm just demonstrating what she did. She was like, oh, there was this TI in Virginia. Oh, I think she was in Alabama. And I'm like, you don't think I saw what you did? I don't be walking around throwing up those signs. But I just demonstrated what she did and showed y'all what she did to me. And other times, and even one time she text messaged me and she threw up the 666 hand sign, like the AOK emoji, like that. Even in the text message. And she was throwing up those signs, like talking to me. And so, all of a sudden, yesterday she just notified me of this brand new number she got. She got a new phone number just conveniently yesterday. And then it's like when I wanted to, be going, like come cross the river and just have some time to myself. And she's like, oh, well, don't take those buses. Oh, it's not safe to take those buses. Oh, if you want to go somewhere, you can take the car and stuff. Well, I never really asked her to drive the car. And more loud talkers. I never asked to take the car nowhere. And I was just sleep deprived and tired. Trying to disrupt my video. So, and then they walked so close near me. So, shut up. So, wow. Yeah, the only reason why I'm telling them shut up because I know they perps just trying to distract me. And so, I'm not allowed to say anything at all, but she can have these fake stories about, like she wants to try to make it like she don't take the gang stalkers seriously and that they're not going to kill us. I even left my big winter jacket and my sweater or a hoodie. Excuse me. Left it all at her house. And so, I mean, she just had some weird, shady stuff that she was doing. Like, she just got a brand new number yesterday. And she would be in the next room. She would be in her bedroom and I'll be in the living room, and she wants to text me, you know, or it seemed like she was trying to butter me up and try to tell me this fake feel good stuff, you know. And it's like, ain't nobody be in my hand. I'm 38 years old. Ain't nobody gonna be my doggone handler. Nobody. And then she tried to ask me. she tried to ask me. You know, she tried to ask me earlier. You know. She tried to ask me why I'm upset. I didn't want to say anything because I knew if we get into an argument, she probably would try to get me locked up in a mental institution. So I stayed quiet. I just quietly, and I pre-packed some of my stuff last night. And I figured this was a bug out bag in case of an emergency. And I just didn't feel safe there. And I had a nightmare about somebody being murdered a couple of nights. I mean, Saturday night / early Sunday morning, I had a nightmare that somebody murdered John from the Kraft family. Excuse me. And so then I just didn't even say anything, and I just went to change clothes and pack up and leave. And so then so she tried to bully, harass, and lecture me and try to talk to me like a preschooler. And then try to talk about me having a tent. And you having a tent, I'm not, you know, I forgot something she said. She said something about you having a tantrum in my home. Well, what tantrum? I didn't tell you not one word. So I just wanted to try to keep down arguments and confusion. You know, trying to keep, I hope y'all can hear me, that doggone boat right there. But it seems unreal that I'm here in my hometown, New Orleans. It looks like a half a moon. Wait, where is it? It's a half moon. This thing getting louder and louder. So, it don't look like I can ride the ferry. So, sorry, y'all. It's getting louder and louder. So, the Uber driver, it seemed like she was subtly perping me as well. Because now, I pretty much, you know, I couldn't really talk about gang stalking. But the Uber driver, I told her about what happened. Strange how she said that she went through a similar situation of what I did. But then she said that the person she was staying with, she said they had a tantrum. And I figured that the Uber driver was perping me, trying to tell me that the other person, like she reversed the situation and made it like she went through what I went through. And then said that the person she was staying with had a tantrum. And then she deliberately passed by Cheryl Kraft from the Masonic Smelly Kraft family house. She deliberately went a certain route to go the long way and then passed by Miss Cheryl's house when she didn't even need to go that way. I mean, she could have just rode. I mean, I don't know what the hell she did, but she deliberately rode down Huey P. Long Avenue in Gretna when we went in Harvey, and she could have just either rode down Manhattan.
No, probably not.
She could have just rode down Manhattan to get on the West Bank Expressway. She could have rode down Manhattan Boulevard and get on but she deliberately just wanted to perp me by passing by Lanika's mom's house. You know, I don't even know why she went that way. Oh, to perp me and I guess try to instill fear. But you wanted me to pass by Miss Cheryl's house, Lanika's mom's house, and I had a nightmare about John being murdered, you know, a couple of nights ago. And I had in that same dream, I had a nightmare about myself being raped by a male, so-called targeted individual. And so, I heard that Chester Craft died. I don't know how he died, but he died, last summer. I didn't even find out until my biological brother Wyatt had told me, you know, a couple of weeks ago. And so I mean, yeah, you see it's getting darker, huh? So I mean, I don't know, I already purchased the Greyhound ticket. I don't have any, I mean, I got all this family here, but I can't stay by no family member's house tonight. I cannot stay by any family member's house tonight. And if I did, then I would have to put up with abuse. And he's smoking. I would have to put up with abuse if I had to stay with another family member. And they probably would, you know, provoke me and antagonize me and try to set me up to get locked up in a mental institution. Or set me up to get arrested and go to jail. So, I don't know if I was able to explain things good enough, you know. But right outside this aquarium, I used to work right here 3 years ago. And their workplace mobbed me off when I was working at the concessions for the zoo and the aquarium. So, I applied. I mean, I applied for some jobs here in New Orleans, and then today, Indeed gave me a job recommendation for Textron or like some senior job position, senior technician or something. I have no senior technician skills. I have nothing to do with that. But Textron, I heard, is a part of gang stalking. Like, vice handlers supposedly work for Textron. Like, why they recommend me that job? And I screenshot it, but I didn't even respond to it. You know, I have no technician experience with anything. So, wow. I have no technician experience with anything at all, you know. So, I declined that, you know. So it seems like why is everybody trying to get me right now? And so now they're more slick and more subtle when they pretend to be one of us, and they're not. And as I said, Trisha knew she knew what she was doing. So what she would do is, people think she's a real targeted individual because she would post a picture of somebody who she says is a perp. You know, a picture of a random person, and then do a commentary. And that's what she calls doing a video exposing gang stalking and stuff. But she talk like she thinks she knows. She talk like she thinks she's smart and know her shit. But she be talking like some weird, you know, weird stuff that make me feel like uncomfortable. And so she tried to tell me something weird, trying to tell me that the gang stalkers can't kill you. And then, you're trying to throw off my focus because your ass is a perp trying to have me killed or something. I don't know what you up to. But she tried to say by law, by God's spiritual law, the gang stalkers can't touch us. That's what the fake TI perps be saying. That the gang stalkers, just ignore them. They just here to irritate and aggravate you. But then she tried to make it like, oh, it's a curse. It's like a curse word, you know. Like the worse than being called a bitch or something for somebody to call her a perp. But then she be telling me, oh, this person's a perp, that person's a perp. But I'm supposed to be totally tight-lipped about my gang stalking and not allowed to say anything at all. So for her to act like she wanted to suggest therapy and then talk about some TIs have mental illness, and then she got certain witchcraft books in her house that she wanted to recommend me to read. I'm like, hell no, I ain't reading none of that. And then she had these kind of like feminine pads that said the Honey Pot Company or something. And just like, and she would burn black incense and light candles all the time. I just, so I'm gonna have to end up being back on the streets. And I ain't trying to be a burden on nobody. I tried to get some doggone jobs when I got down here. And I had an interview today, and shucks, I gotta be back in Pensacola tomorrow. So I don't even know what, stay here? I cannot be here tonight. I can't be over here tonight. So, and there they go. Distracting me from and y'all wonder why I'm off topic. So, YouTube gonna do a fake copyright claim. That ain't my music. So anyway, can't get no peace and quiet. So I cannot be here. Excuse me, I don't have nowhere to go, no shelters to go to. If I go to I already booked the ticket. The ticket was like $55 plus tax and fees and whatever. 55 plus, I think it was $57.99 total. So I'm going back to New Orleans. And, I didn't have quite enough money to take an Uber all the way back to Pensacola and have all my stuff with me. I damn sure didn't want to ride back with her, because she was one of those type of narcissistic perps that speed and make you feel unsafe on the road and be like near on the verge of crashing. All of a sudden, she just got this good luck in life. And, she wants to give credit to God. No, you sold out. So behind perping me, you get rewarded with $100,000 a year. You're going to lose that. Or you're going to find someone else to perp. See that? What's going on now? So I'm just so restless. And this is even more torture. I already been sleep deprived. And so now I have to have another sleep deprived night. And so I'm so sorry I sounded all over the place in these videos. I'm sorry, y'all. But I don't have nowhere to be. But guess I had to just go to the station tonight. I get to be there all night, but I won't be able to stretch out and lay down and sleep. And I had to leave my sleeping bag and everything. So I don't even know. I'm not sure if I'll have enough money to get me another sleeping bag tomorrow. So, she led me on, and she was just as subtle and tricky as the last guy who raped me. He was more slick than everybody else, more slick and covert than everybody else. They got me good. So, they have been perping me super fucking hard. And as I said, I stayed quiet. I didn't want to, what people want to say, rock the boat or start no shit, and I just, tried to lay low for a while, and I didn't feel mentally ready. I didn't even feel mentally ready to, that's what it is. If y'all want to charge me a low price to stay with you, but the big price I have to pay, like if you want me to stay with you for free, I don't have to pay no money, but then the price I have to pay is to either give up sex from a guy or whatever, which I wouldn't do that, or the price I have to pay is to be perped and gaslit. And I had enough of it. I got sick and tired. But she knew what she was freaking doing. And she's sitting there acting like she wants to laugh it off, like she thinks gang stalking is no big, because your ass ain't even, you ain't targeted. And don't play freaking victim and pretend to fake cry and plead your innocence and making like as if you're more heavily targeted than me. Because as I said, and she got all these fake stories. Talk that lingo like a target, but act like a perp. Real targeted individuals should avoid anything associated with psychiatry and mental health like the plague. I don't know why people would be professed to be targeted if they know that psychiatry is part of fucking mind control and pharmakia witchcraft. You hear constant sirens. And I felt like I would have done better off just using my Social Security to pay for another week at the motel. And then this coming Friday, I would have had to either ask for more help or be back on the streets. I'm sitting here feeling like I can't believe this. You know. So, I mean, and that perp want to talk about, talking bad about Good Samaritans trying to help you and stuff. You don't shut up and mind your business. But I don't want this to go into another video, so I don't care. I'm just fucking mad right now.